Today's subject, getting money into my superannuation fund. Hi, I'm Jeff Banks, the founder of Banks Consultancy, not your ordinary accountants. And today's subject is, how can I get money into my superannuation fund to enhance the balance of the fund so I can retire in the manner that I've become accustomed? Everybody who's an employee knows that your employer has to contribute 9.25% of the gross value of your wage to your superannuation fund in order to create a retirement benefit for you once you get to 65. There are other ways to contribute to your superannuation fund to enhance that balance so that at retirement you have a much more comfortable income that can be derived from your superannuation fund. Now, one of these is to salary sacrifice some of your gross wage into your superannuation fund. Presently, the limit on that sort of thing is $35,000 a year, including the 9.25% that your employer contributes on your behalf. If you want to take a part of this particular option, talk to your HR department and find out whether they can create a regime for you to start sacrificing some money into your superannuation fund. Now, this money, when it gets into the fund, will be taxed at 15 cents in the dollar rather than, as it would have been to you, at your top marginal rate. You can also contribute up to $150,000 a year as a non-concessional contribution. That is a contribution that is not claimed as a tax deduction, and similarly, when it hits the fund, is not taxed in the superannuation fund. Now, there's a separate rule to this as well, that you can contribute, instead of $150,000 per year, you can contribute $450,000 in any 3-year period. Now, it sounds like the same, but it can actually make things a lot easier for you. If you were to sell an investment property or some other, come into a lottery winning or something like that, you can contribute $450,000 to your superannuation fund, pay no tax on the contribution, and have that balance there earning money for you at a much lower rate in the superannuation fund than if you were earning money on it in your own name at your top marginal rate. Now, other ways to contribute to your superannuation fund are through small business retirement rollover exemptions and capital gains tax rollover exemptions. Now, these are much more technical, but can be very, very useful when it comes to lowering the amount of marginal tax that you have to pay and making sure that you have the nest egg that you need to retire gracefully. If you want to walk through any of these concepts, please contact us here at Banks Consultancy, and one of our trained consultants will run through all the concepts with you. Remembering that if I've got absolutely nothing in my superannuation fund today and I contribute the maximum amounts that I can over the next 15 years, I will have $3 million in my superannuation fund without considering any investment return. It can be done. All you got to do is stick to the rules and have the financial ability to be able to do the contributions that you need to do. I'm Jeff Banks from Banks Consultancy, and we are not your ordinary accountants.